Alrighty guys, so back with another video. This time we got the GoPro.
Nice.
Today I'm gonna talk about on why not I said on why, scratch that, how it feels to drive a manual for the first, today's like the fifth 5 months of having this car, and also 5 months of learning how to drive stick. It's my first stick car. Never drove stick. Of course I did practice, like I said, but after like the first 5 months I gotten a little bit better 100%. Of course there's still like minor like fixes I have to like perfect and all, with like me being on the clutch, doing all that shit. But honestly, driving stick ain't that bad. I drove the Civic, which wasn't a stick, which was a regular automatic bullshit, like bing, 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 just park, reverse, and the L4 bullshit, whatever that is. But of course, the only way I somewhat learned more, in my opinion, is just me getting into myself into this car right here. I'm gonna do some dumb shit around this neighborhood, but yeah, driving stick ain't that bad. It's really not that hard if you don't really think about it as much. If you think of damn. If you think about it too much, then of course you're gonna fuck up all that shit and all that. So the way I basically taught myself, of course, get in the car and practice. But without having the car, without having friends that have the car, even though I do, and most of them have work and all that shit, I was just basically watching YouTube, looking at little tutorials on how to rev match and all that shit, which is honestly not bad. You just get used to it over time, and that's it. But there's like a few areas, that few things you cannot do while driving a manual car. One of them is I don't know if y'all can even see it, because this whole camera angle up here, I don't like it. I need a wide angle lens. I need a better GoPro basically. But still works though. Yeah, like you cannot rest your foot on the clutch. Even like the slightest bit or like the slightest weight on the clutch is gonna like fuck the transmission up some way, somehow, you dumbass nigga. Yeah. Cannot rest your foot on the clutch, because you never know what could happen. You might accidentally push it down thinking it's the brake and it's the clutch. It can fuck up the bearing and also the pressure plate and all that shit. Damn. Another thing you cannot do, leave your fucking hand on the shift knob. Like, I don't want to do it, but if you push this shit a little bit more, even though my foot is not on the clutch, this shit will vibrate bad. And also it can fuck up the clutch. It'll fuck up the transmission, let's say that. Riding on the fucking transmission, burning the fuck out of it, will fucking make this shit go bad. One thing it won't go bad is stalling, which I haven't stalled in God knows how long.
Right, didn't wave back, so that's, they don't know what that means, or they hate me already. I don't know.
The first 5 months of driving this car, especially driving stick, recommended for everybody. The only thing I hate about is the traffic. Traffic is a bitch. Excuse me, chat. But yeah, traffic is a bitch when it comes to driving stick. The only reason why, for me, I don't know why I get confused between going into first or second when I'm in traffic. sometimes like it could be traffic that doesn't move or traffic that decides to move here and there, which is fucked. Yeah, traffic, the hell. In this car, in the 2019, it has the hill assist, but right now I have a check engine light, and my hill assist is disabled because of the check engine light. So doing that shit, oh my god. At first it's not that bad. If you've driven stick for God knows, like at least 2 months, 3 months, you at least get the gist of like where your clutch point is, all that. But like the first month or two of driving, shit, it was fucking hell. Good thing at that time I didn't have the check engine light though, so I was at least chilling off of that. I didn't like have to roll back on the hill or anything like that. What I learned from stick is that you gotta know where, of course, where to downshift and all that, and where to rev match, even upshifting. Like you don't want to be, let's say, in gear 4 going on an uphill. Like that's not gonna help the car at all. Another thing, first time learning, is learning where the, like I said, the where the clutch is, where the clutch meets the engine. Alright, so even on this hill though, like if I roll back, like I'm gonna roll back like that. So how I do it, since I have no lane assist, no hill assist or anything like that, I slightly bring my foot off the clutch, but to the point where like it's somewhat catching but not catching at the same time. Like I don't want to fully roll back to hit the fucking person behind me, because 9 times out of 10, nope, the person behind you doesn't know that you're driving a manual car, so they decide to be on your bumper to bumper the whole time. Ooh, that shit is clean, no lie. That shit is clean. Damn, that's a nice sunset too. Wow. So yeah, chat, like I let go of the clutch a little bit to where I'm not fucked. The fuck? Go! Got to the parking garage. Well, it's where the train station is. But I'm gonna show you at least like the gist of it on how to drive stick. So, of course, you always want to start at a flat surface when you first practice, because you don't want to have the car, of course, roll back on you or roll forward, yeah, because this is your first time at least, and you don't want to get nervous, because once you get in this car, you're gonna be nervous. if you know how to drive stick. If you drove in stick before, or like drove a bike, you know the gist of it. But first thing, always learn where the clutch point is. Like if I go that, the car starts to move, and bam, the car basically stops every time I push the clutch in. So wherever the car decides to start moving, that's where the clutch point is, and you could just let it go, because it's just gonna roll. But once you have it stop, I would do this one time. If you just do that, it's gonna stall out. But once you stall out, put it back in neutral, clutch in, turn off fully. You don't have to take the key out. You don't have to take the key out. But turn it off and just turn it back on. And it's gonna be back like that. And that's what I basically worked on, like the first, well, technically I didn't work on. I only worked on it like one time because I'm that guy, don't lie. But don't be like me though. Don't be like me. Practice this shit, because the last thing you want to do is this shit to fucking break on you and you spending over $2,000. Actually no, $1,000 on the clutch kit, and also maybe another 600 on labor or whatever bullshit mechanic be doing. So yeah, it's just basically once you get the understanding on where to let the foot go, once you feel the car moving, that's all you really need to know. After that, it's just simple. Like the only thing next you will have to work on after, of course, it will be on how to stop. Thing that in my opinion you should know, which I definitely practiced, was where the gears are. Let me put my seatbelt. So of course, top left be first gear, behind it down would be second, middle up third, bottom middle fourth, right top fifth, bottom right sixth. Once you get to learn that, and also the clutch pedal and all that shit, you will be good. Next thing is just learning how to slow down, learning how to stop, and then learning how to rev match. That's the only thing you really gotta know about how to drive any stick shift car. Like this one here, this is a 6-speed, so that's why it has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other cars, like the older models, have the 5-speed, so it would be the same layout, but there will be no 6. That's the only difference. Some cars are different from others. Some cars have, even with the technology that we have too, on the Type R, is like, if you get a Type R, you could definitely learn stick off of that 100%, because they have like a little tutorial, some shit on their system that teaches you how to drive stick, which is honestly, it's cool, to be honest with you. It's like, is it not cool? Like, to some people that like drove in stick for a while and don't like the technology that's be going on with these cars, I get it. I don't know why the fuck I got a duck here. I am not a Jeep. She sounded good. But I hope y'all enjoy this POV here. Got nothing else to say, but I might catch y'all in the next though.